Hi YouTube, it's Tim here. I've gone ahead and I finished my wood-tipped Ottoman Turkish bow. I should have showed that to you by now. Let me do that again. I think here it is from one end to the other. You should be able to see it's got this shimmer to it, this golden shimmer. I think it looks gorgeous, and it was the result of a mistake. So what I wanted to do is show you how I made that mistake and how to make something look just like that, because it looks really good. The flat black pleather looks nice, however when the pleather is lightly coated with some metallic paint, it looks amazing, and I think you'll appreciate that too. I'll show you first of all exactly what I did, how I made that mistake. Now you can apply this technique to your own pleather. And then I want to try it out and see if it'll work with some other types of paints. Because right here is an Elmer's paint pen. Not a fine tip, just a standard 0.1. You can buy these at Walmart or craft stores or pretty much anywhere. You're supposed to shake them and store them tip down so they don't dry out. This is Goo Gone. You could probably use pretty much any other removing crap, you know, whatever you buy. But this is the one I used and it worked really well. I have some paper towels here just to buff it out. And that'll actually be how we apply the effect. So right now, let's say you're finishing your bow, looks really great, and whoops, you got some gold paint on it. I don't know how dry it is, so let's put some Goo Gone on one of these paper towels, and then we can go and try and rub it out, and that should get it off, right? Oh, look at that. It's just spreading everywhere. You can remove some of it if you really try, but it's kind of looking good. So then some of it will come onto the paper towel here, and just depending on how hard you rub in which directions, you should be able to pretty much cover the entire piece of pleather with a fairly small amount of paint. So you just get this nice uneven mottled effect that looks really good as it goes into the deeper areas, the crevices and cracks, but remains outside of the high surfaces. So it adds a nice depth and shimmer to it. That's exactly what happened. I accidentally got some gold paint on the wrong spot of a limb, and then I tried to wipe it away, and the result, I think, is pretty awesome, pretty spectacular. So this will dry, and it's already something you can handle, but it looks pretty good. Now, I wanted to try two different ways to see if we could do it with normal paints. Another gold paint. This is the Martha Stewart craft paint, and we're really happy with this. It looks really nice. It's very good. Nice, good, bright yellow. And this is just the typical gloss paint. I got this one, I think, at Walmart as well. It's a nice, shiny one, glossy one. It's the one I used for Hawaii Archer 84's bow. So I'm going to do half on half, half on the other. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny drop on each side. There we go. There we go there. I don't know if this is going to work as well, but that's the point of trying. Since I know what works already, now I want to try new things. See what else I can do. Okay, so I'm not going to use the same one because this already has some gold paint on it. I don't want to end up putting the gold paint into the turquoise and so forth. So we have another over here. Little Goo Gone on there, and let's rub it out. Okay, on the turquoise, I'm going to say it's, or at least this style of paint, that didn't work very well. It just all rubbed off. So if you want to remove turquoise paint, the Goo Gone, while it's still fresh, works pretty darn well. But I'm not noticing much sticking in the crevices of it. Now since it is gold, I will use the same one for the gold side. Let's just go ahead and rub it in and see what happens. Rubbing very gently, that does the same thing. Okay, that looks really awesome. You can see some of the gold paint just works its way into the crevices. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that there are probably little metal particulates in here, whereas in here the pigment's much, much finer. Either way, there's the result. I think it looks really nice. I'm not going to say it looks better than the original one that I made, but they look different. They look really good. The Martha Stewart one, the actual acrylic, acrylic paint, maybe looks a little bit more defined, but they both look good. So, if you want to use this technique, I highly recommend it. And I think that you'll be really pleased with the results. Tell me what you think in the notes. Thanks.